Good morning, everybody. Today's English lesson is going to be to finish off our draft from last week. So we are going to be drafting part 3 of our narrative where the new character is introduced to our current characters. So Dorothy, Toto, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and possibly the Lion. So you are drafting part 3 today. Okay, so this section is going to be quite speech heavy because obviously they're meeting a new character and he needs to introduce himself or she needs to introduce herself and they need to tell their story and they need to explain what they want from Oz and so on. So all of those things that we planned about our character last week, this is where all of that work is going to come and be used. Okay, so I'm first going to look at my plan for part 3. So part 3 is meeting the new character. So I have said I want my sawhorse, SH means sawhorse to scream ouch. I want my characters to start off scared and quite confused. Then I want the sawhorse to introduce himself. Then I want to hear the sawhorse's story, and then I want to find out what he wants from the wizard. Okay, so here is the example of my model, and as you can see it is quite speech heavy. There is lots and lots of speech. You might think, Miss Williams, this isn't written in a paragraph. That's because I've used the skill new speaker, new line. So every time a new person speaks, I am starting on a new line. Okay, so let me read my model to you. What was that? She asked timidly. I cannot imagine, replied the Scarecrow, but we can go and see. One of the big trees had been partly chopped through, and standing beside it was a horse, but no ordinary horse, instead a wooden horse. Did you just speak? Asked Dorothy. Yes, answered the horse, I did. I've been here for over a year and no one has ever heard me before or come to help me. Dorothy looked at him in amazement, and so did the Scarecrow, while Toto barked sharply and made a snap at the tin legs which hurt his teeth. I might have stood there alone if you had not come along, he said. How did it happen to be here? We are on our way to the Emerald City. How did you happen to be here? We are on our way to the Emerald City to see the Great Oz, she answered. Why do you wish to see Oz, he asked. I want him to send me back to Kansas, and the Scarecrow wants him to put a few brains in his head, she replied. The Sawhorse appeared to think deeply for a moment. Then he said, Do you suppose Oz could help me? Okay, so that is where my part 3 has ended, okay? However, you might have thought, but Miss Williams, you've not explained what he wants from Oz yet. So when I come to edit, that might be my target, is to make sure I have used all of my plan to help me, okay? So your draft is going to look a little bit like this, so I expect to see lots and lots of speech. Remember, when we use inverted commas, we have to use one at the beginning of the speech, one at the end of the speech, and then we have to use a piece of punctuation before this last inverted comma. So either a comma, a question mark, or an exclamation mark, okay? And try and use that new skill of new speaker, new line. If you need any help, please let us know. Remember to use the model to help you, use the Waggle to help you, use the book chapters to help you. I will make sure they're uploaded for you again. Yep, let us know if you need anything.